have breaking news coming in, news just coming in. The Pakistan Army has rushed in a relief train with reinforcements. And this reinforcement train has Pakistan Army soldiers and doctors. The relief train has been dispatched from the Quetta railway station to Sibi in Balochistan after the Jafar Express was hijacked. There are more than 100 military personnel. That's the information that we are getting. Military personnel on board the train that has been hijacked. Additional train has now been sent in with reinforcements. Ijaz Ahmed, senior Pakistani journalist, with me on this broadcast. So, Ijaz, this would actually completely change the dynamics in case it's not just civilian passengers, but military personnel who are going on home leave or during Ramzan. If military personnel have been held hostage, that actually changes the dynamics of military operations, wouldn't it, Ijaz?
You are right, but the operation will be enforced and will be implemented in phases. First phase, and that would be the top priority, to evacuate those women, children who are freed by the people who have hostage the train. So the first priority is to bring them and ensure their security. So the first phase is that, and in second phase they will try to finish these terrorists who have hostage the train. And that is, if the security personnel are hostage and around 100, as said by BLA, so that would be that will give a bit relief to the security forces who will conduct the operation, because security personnel are trained in a different way, and the civilians are not trained in that particular way. So civilians are being evacuated who have been released by.
Ijaz, stay with me, catch your breath, have a glass of water. I have Mehran Mari, a Baloch activist, joining me on this broadcast. Mehran Mari, what can you tell me, sir, about what's happening right now, about this operation that's being undertaken? Why have BLA fighters hijacked a train and taken people hostage?
I think we have to correct the terminology about, even the gentleman before, I have no idea who he was, but he was babbling on so much about hostages and the terrorists and the security agencies. This is the Baloch population, Baloch people's reaction towards atrocities being carried out by Pakistani agencies and the military in Balochistan. So I don't think we can give it just a BLA or call it terrorists or call it, give it any name.
But we're giving it no name, Mehran Mari. All we've said is BLA fighters have taken control of a train. I want to understand from you why.
Yes, I think it's, if you do realize, in the last 40 days, 60 enforced disappearances have taken place in Balochistan. And the Pakistani army has intensified its military operations in Balochistan. It's a clear reaction to that progressing situation in Balochistan. It's a reaction to that.
Do you have any information about the current situation on ground, about who the fighters are? What kind of weapons do they have? What kind of training and tactics do BLA personnel have?
I think even if I had that information, I would not like to share that with the Pakistani militaries to bring it to their attention. But I think more importantly, what we have to focus on, who are the people on the train? Before, these Pakistani military personnel and the abaters used to use the ground, basically trucks and buses for transportation. But they were intercepted by Baloch fighters. Now they're using the train. So the majority of people on the train are not civilians, but they're military personnel who were going for Eid or Ramadan holidays to their own consecutive places or wherever their origins are in Punjab.
And what are the demands, before I go back to our guests from Pakistan, Mehran Mari, what are the demands of the Baloch fighters who've held a train, who've taken a train full of Pakistani service personnel on leave hostage? What are the demands?
I think the demands of the Baloch fighters, I'm not clear on. I'm sure they will reveal their own demands, but the Baloch nation demands the withdrawal of Pakistani fighting forces from Balochistan, and we want the end of occupation by Pakistan of Balochistan. The demands are very clear.
But am I to understand that Baloch Liberation Army or the people of Balochistan want Pakistan Army out of Balochistan? Is that even possible? You raised the issue of enforced disappearances. So let's take this one by one. I have Arzu Kazmi, a senior Pakistani journalist, joining me on the broadcast. Arzu Kazmi, enforced disappearances is an issue that's been Pakistan's Achilles heel. Baloch women led a long march to Islamabad. They weren't even permitted to sit at the press club and protest. They weren't even permitted to air their grievances. So in case they're not allowed democratically, what other option do they have except what Mr. Mari describes the BLA doing?
Exactly, Gaurav, you are 100% right, because यहाँ पे जो एक कहा जाता है ना कि मिसिंग पर्सन्स का इशू है, आई ऑलवेज टॉक अबाउट इट, कि उसकी वजह से यहाँ पर बहुत बार बलूचिस्तान से लोग आते हैं, इस्लामाबाद प्रेस क्लब के बाहर वो बैठते हैं, प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं, मगर कोई गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स आके उनको पूछता तक नहीं है। अब इन्होंने इस्लामाबाद प्रेस क्लब के आगे जहां वो बैठा करते थे वो हिस्सा भी पूरा तोड़ दिया है, बिकॉज दे डोंट वांट एनीवन के वो यहाँ पर आए और यहाँ पे प्रोटेस्ट करें। तो उनकी डिमांड्स जो है ना वो ये हमको सुनते हैं ना ये हमको कोई बात करते हैं, दे जस्ट बाय फोर्स ये अपनी सारी चीजें जो है वो मनवाना चाहते हैं। तो फिर यही रिजल्ट निकलेगा अनफॉर्चुनेटली। ये तो हम बहुत टाइम से कह रहे थे, इस वक्त आप बात कर रहे हैं, आप लोग, आपका मीडिया जो है ये खबर को दिखा रहा है, इस न्यूज को कवर कर रहा है, और हमारे मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया का हाल ये है कि अभी भी मैंने सामने टीवी ऑन किया हुआ है और ये न्यूज हमारे यहाँ बिल्कुल चलाई ही नहीं जा रही। तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड हाउ हमारे यहाँ किस तरीके से हमारे यहाँ जो है वो कंट्रोल किया जाता है, हाउ दे कंट्रोल द मीडिया, कि वो यहाँ पे बलूचिस्तान में क्या कुछ हो गया और यहाँ पर न्यूज तक नहीं दी जा रही। अभी एक छोटा सा पटाखा भी अगर चला दिया होता ना किसी ने पंजाब में, तो चिल्ला चिल्ला के हमारे टीवी चैनल्स का हाल खराब हो गया होता। बट दे नेवर गिव इम्पोर्टेंस टू केपीके एंड बलूचिस्तान।
ये तो आप बड़ी बात कह रही है, ये तो आप बड़ी बात कह रही है।